As the seasons change, we remain introducing the Art for Change podcast gang. The intellectual Mr. Sapiosexual. That's all you gotta do, be you. Montana Cobain pulling up in the truck. And Lady Alba with the glamorous power touch. We stream live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Soul Food Sunday, Motion Monday, and Therapeutic Thursday. And some days in between, switch it. Subscribe and bell on so you don't miss it. But if you do, we on repeat on every major podcast application. Interviews galore and more. Y'all know the situation. So book your seat when we turn up the heat with your Art for Change.
Hey, yes, y'all. And we are live. What's going on all through this and change makers? Hey, man, this is another episode of Art for Change podcast. I am your host, Mr. Sapiosexual. Today is Soul Food Sunday, man. We got a special guest for you tonight, and my co-host in the building.
You already know it's your boy BU, because it's all you gotta motherfucking do is be you. Let's get it. What's up, Lady Alba?
Let's get it.
What's up? How y'all doing? I'm Lady I was good.
Glad to hear it, Queen. Lady Alba, do you want to introduce our guest we have tonight?
I sure will. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fabulous guest tonight. Introducing to you Akbar, AsiyahsSon. Akbar, AsiyahsSon, pronounced AsiyahsSon. Born in Los Angeles, California, he's heavily influenced by his mother, Carolyn, whose pen name for her poetry and short stories is Asiyah, and his father, Lawrence, a writer and a journalist. Akbar looks to represent Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood, and other Southern California cities also helped to raise him, using his pen's words to uplift, encourage, evoke thought, and hopefully create a few smiles along the way.
Shouts out to the West Coast.
Welcome. Yes.
All right, man. Without further ado, let's bring Akbar up, man. What's up, my boy?
Hey, how y'all doing?
What up, buddy?
Hello.
With y'all.
Hey, so you over here on the Pacific Coast with me? You know, you out here on the West Coast with me? Okay.
Enjoying the sunshine, correct?
Okay. So let me ask you before we get started. Like, where did your name come from?
Well, Akbar's Arabic. It means the greatest or the great one. I think my parents did that just to give me a hard life because they knew everybody was going to teach about it. I've been getting that since school. Now, AsiyahsSon comes from my mom. My mom's pen name was Asiyah. And so as a tribute to her, I go by AsiyahsSon. I first came out as AsiyahsSon, thinking it would be unique and everything. And people were getting migraines and passing out trying to say it. So I by Akbar AsiyahsSon to give people a chance. They can try both names and see what they come up with.
I love it.
Hey, I like how you said that because behind the scenes you was like, how you say his name? yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So with that being said, you were born and raised over on the West Coast.
Yeah, grew up in Compton. I'm in Long Beach. My father's side of the family was there. I was there for a number of years. Spent time in Inglewood, Torrance. I got people in Lakewood, East Los, South Central LA, West Los Angeles. Yeah, all over that part of the woods I have been.
So would you say you've been around like all the hoods and everything? You'd have seen it all pretty much?
I've seen a lot of it. I don't know about I've seen a great chunk of it. Compton, once you've been to the hoods in Compton, you're good. You don't need to check out the rest of them. if you survive that.
Mhm.
I lived in a motel throughout my high school years. Not a good motel. There were no stars to it. So once you've been in those two places, you're hood certified. You'll be able to skate through any hood in the world.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So, with starting with the literacy, your mom was a poet.
Yeah, my mother, who was born Carolyn Jean, she was a poet writer, so she would write short stories and poetry, and she had a heavy influence on me and how I perceive grammar and communication writing. You know, when you have parents or when you are a parent yourself, it's a lot of what you say, but it's a lot of what you do. So without even knowing it, I watched her get into poetry competitions. I watched her write and get into different events and stuff, and it influenced me without me even knowing to get into that. So yeah,
Yeah. So when you would go to her shows, like she would take you with her all the time, or like, so you was right there in the background just watching, seeing
yeah,
the process of how everything went.
yeah. So my mother went to LACC when I was a wee lad, and she would take me to classes where all of her fellow students knew me. And one of the competitions, it was a writing competition to get in a anthology book at LACC. One of the she took me to, and she got in it, and I think she came in third. I'm still mad that she didn't win because I thought she should have won. But yeah, to answer your question, she would take me to all the stuff. She was my road dog. It was me and her.
It's fire.
It wasn't really an option. There wasn't. You want to go? Do you not want to? No, I'm going, and I better not act up and pick up a lot of social, nuances. Pick up a lot of literary things without even knowing that's what you're doing. So yeah, she would take me.
So she taught you how to be social early on in general, because kids aren't really social unless you're around other kids. But she taught you how to be social around bigger crowds than outside of your age and everything.
Yeah, she did, and more specifically, Brett did. I don't know. I can't speak for y'all, but I act up times. I picked up on it quick. I started to observe people, and yeah, through that, I learned how certain people are, how to interact. I guess I would say how to speak, but I don't really speak. I have a reputation for being, but her and my father, who did public speaking, I picked up on. I'm using on y'all today.
Yeah. You said you had a reputation of being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the most quiet people have the most to say, And once you bring that out, now you can't shut them up.
You said a word, yeah. But I was too somebody that, so I had to go up and get out of it. But yeah, I think that's where writing and poetry came in, and wanting to write stories and things like that. I had a voice, but as a child, not supposed to always use it. If you speak out of turn, it's disrespectful. My mom was the sweetest, so I don't want to make it seem like she would, throw lamps at me. But it was respect. Y'all got something from our parents. If you're a child, spoken, other like that. So, yeah, I was quiet for a long time, and even now, until I get to know you, or until I'm being interviewed on a podcast, I'm not the one to always volunteer the words. I can do it, but growing up, how I grew up, I'm not as trusting as I appear, and part of that is me seeing what you're all about before I want to give you my words and see if you're worthy. Being honest.
Okay.
I love that, man. Love that. Man,
I
shouts
love
out
that.
to everybody commenting, man. Adrian Phillips, and also Chocolate Ladybug. We see y'all.
That's my sister.
Oh, okay.
Hey, shout out, sis. What's up, sis? Hey, all right. So, all those cities that you've been to, that you grew up in, which one inspired you the most and why?
Ooh, that's a rough one. You want to get all the other cities? I see what you, I would say I'd have to say Compton. Uh, I learned the most. I learned a lot. I spent time. I still think of it at home. I still have good memories, most, and it really helped to build the foundation. Um, Knowing that we were broke. As they say, we couldn't afford the P or the O, so we were or we weren't quite poor because we couldn't afford all the letters, but we were broke. So I learned that was okay. That you could still survive, you could still get up, you can still thank God for what you have instead of being mad for what you don't. I learned how to accept other people. I learned how to be accepted. I learned how to see beyond the first layer. Now I learned this at every place, but I would say it started at Compton.
Shouts out Compton. Shouts out Compton.
All right, with that, do you have any regrets, like
Chocolate said
during
he's
that
still
experience?
quiet.
You said
He's
regret?
still quiet. Nah, chocolate lady said you still quiet.
That's my big. But no, and she's right. She's right. Like I said,
All right.
unless poetry thing or I'm with people I'm comfortable with or on a podcast, I will.
Yeah.
I'm not the one that's known for talking. Regrets, you said, or regrets do I have? What do I
Yeah.
have?
Any regrets with that? With your process of coming up? Any regrets?
Well, I was too. I still do this. I thought too much instead of acting. I procrastinated too much. I worried about the bad that might happen, and I had to grow out of that. I worried about if I talked to this girl, what would happen if I, if I did something publicly, how would I embarrass myself? And I think a lot of us go through that to whatever degree for whatever length of time. But getting older, I mean, I still do that, but there's so many things I could have learned had I just went for it. Sometimes you just got to go for it and see what happens. Sometimes you'll figure it out. Sometimes you'll land on your feet, but you got to jump to land. And so it took me a minute to figure that out. So, I mean, we can go on and on about the regrets I have. That's a whole nother show. But that's a chunk of them. That's a handful of them that come to mind.
All right. So we won't go. We won't want to do a whole nother show on this show. So evoking emotions. You spoke about that. Evoking emotions. And what do you mean about that? And like, how do you balance that with evoking emotion?
Yeah. So when I write, I want somebody to feel something. Before I got up on these open mics in front of people, I watched other people get up on the mic. And you don't want to get up there. You don't want to see somebody get up there and they say what they say, but it didn't derive any emotion from you. You didn't feel joy or sadness or even anger. It didn't make you think. It didn't, you were the same as you were before they got on the mic. So you just wonder, where am I going to eat after this? You know what I mean? So when I say that, I say I want to write things that make people feel. I want to affect people that way. Maybe I could help you through something that you don't think there's any help from. Maybe I can help you get up from something, or just make you laugh. Sometimes, especially people from Compton, we act like we're tough and we're hard and all that. We have to, but we're human. We're all human, no matter where you're from, and you need to feel. You need to think. You need to emote.
Yes.
You gotta be robotic.
Yes.
That's not what we're meant to. That's what I mean.
I love that, brother.
So,
I love that.
With that being said, so you get on the stage your first time, and you're talking about evoking emotions. How do you evoke your emotions, or is it hard? Like, do you get on stage and it's like tunnel vision, or you get up there and it's like, I'm nervous? Because right now, I'm nervous right now. You might can't tell I'm nervous right now, but I do a podcast. Like, but I'm still nervous.
Calm down. We'll walk you through it. It's gonna be okay. No need to be nervous. You're
I
right.
love it.
I got you. You mentioned the first time. The first time I got on.
Yeah, your first time. Yeah.
First time I got on was in well, I did online with Zoha Sage as the as the host on a thing called Speak Life. That's the first time I ever did poetry in public. It was online. In a physical space, it was at Poetry in the Valley in LA, hosted by Karima or K2. And I choked. I straight up choked. Ain't no point to lie. We're friends now. So I read a poem that I've known forever, or so I thought. I read a poem that myself before I even thought about open mics. I would just be driving along, or even when I was on the bus, I would just say to myself to pass the time. So I thought, I was like, I can't possibly mess this up. And I got up on stage and I saw those eyes looking at me, and I was like, I've made a terrible mistake. I should just play professional Uno or something. This ain't me. Maybe I should do poetry, just hopscotch. So yeah, the eyes got me, and I had a copy of that poem in my jacket pocket, and I pulled it out. And I hadn't even learned. I was just talking to another poet about this. I hadn't even learned how to mess up the right way.
Yes.
I would mess up and say, "Oh, I messed up. Hold on," and it would be a whole.
The niggas don't know. Yeah.
Learn. You mess. They don't know you. They don't know. I would stop the whole thing. I'd be not eating. Everybody stop drinks. Let's go outside. It would be a whole thing. So I learned over time to up and not say uh-oh, not say my bad. Just keep going. So yeah, the first time I was nervous. Probably more nervous than you, brother. Right now. Yeah, it was all bad. The only thing is I kept going. I told myself that I got through it. And I told myself, well, that's that. You learn from it. You didn't think you're going to be perfect every single day. Right. So get better, know what not to do, come back. That's what
I love that, bro. I love that you didn't stop after your first time. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people, after they choke, they feel like, oh, shit, I can't do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you had that mental fortitude to say, nah, this is the worst it could be. Now it's nothing but up from here. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Honestly. Lady Abba.
Yeah. AsiyahsSon, you sound like we're close in or in the same generation, based upon you giving us the description and the information of what I call the stock you come from. Yeah, and so.
Yeah. What I earlier today, Wildflower just told me we are of a certain age. So I'm gonna use that. I don't need to get specifics of what that age is.
Right.
Age.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, we were taught that we're taught. You were told to help out family. You had to help out family. We were taught that in my age group, ass outside. Sometimes go outside and play.
Yeah.
Come back in a little bit. If you come back in too soon, go back out. We'll let you know. Certain age. I wrote a poem about how my mom, she would call me. I would go down to my friend's house, houses away. It seemed to be in another state to me. But my mom would call me, and it pierced through whatever we were doing.
Of course.
Yeah, but G.I. Joe, gotta go, y'all. I'm
yeah, and everybody's like, "Huh? We didn't hear nothing." I heard it.
You ain't got to hear it.
Exactly.
So I'm in that. We are of a certain age, or remember that.
Yeah, what you just described, it's that internal clock that our parents built in us through their teaching, their ways. Some of it, the fear they put in us, And our kids today, they're lost in it. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like where's your internal clock? And as a parent, you don't even hear do you ever hear my voice without me talking? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I'm considered old school now, just because I don't know that I discipline them like I used to, but I know when to use different kinds of voices. I know when to use the come here voice. And I'm not trying to explain it. Come here first.
That's right. Then you
do what I say. Do what I say. then
That's
if you,
right.
we can have some kind of conversation or discussion.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That's all. Like I said, we who are of a certain age, we come from.
Mhm.
I don't like
That
to. I
cloth.
don't like to get down too much on the generation today, because they catch a lot of that. They catch a lot of that. Now, I'm not saying it's not necessary, because we needed to be checked. I needed to be
Yeah.
checked, and
Mhm.
so the kids today need to be checked. But I know, because I used to roll with, in my squad, there were people who were on their way to being doctors, and there were people who were on their way to being locked up. Everybody just,
Mm.
they need to be listened to, and I
Mhm.
that's
True.
true for today too. We all,
Yes.
because we did different things from what our parents, our children are doing different.
Mhm.
So there's a disconnect, but I think they need to be listened to. I'm not saying I always.
Yeah. Yeah, they call that the that's the generational gap
Yeah.
from us to them. Like it's like we on foreign lands. It gets to that point, really, and it's your old children.
Right.
But
Right.
you do have to, as a parent, exercise more understanding and patience. Because you're the parent and you remember yourself. Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
stuff, man. I like too that you said you didn't have a choice to go. You like your mom is going, you're going. I like that
There was
too.
no shade. I couldn't say to my mom, you know what? Let me ponder on that. I have some
Hmm.
to do, and why don't you go and let me know how. No, there was no.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you go on
And
and
what comes out of those things is you gain something, which you said, out of not wanting to go somewhere, but your mother saying, no, you're going. And even maybe for her, have you ever asked her, was that part of her intention? Knowing that you would gain some substance, like that element of what we call being a little more well-rounded, or
yeah,
the road to being well-rounded?
yeah. She passed away a long time ago, but we used to
Oh, my condolences, though.
we
Hmm.
used to talk about this kind of thing often. And because again, I was growing up in Compton. I wasn't growing up in the most prestigious neighborhood, although to me it was fine. But her concern wasn't so much that I become a billionaire or a ladies' man, have all the cars. She wanted me to grow up to be a good man, and so
Yes.
Hmm.
that was
Nice.
she was writing down for me. Whatever else was going on, well, however society measures success, she wanted to make sure that I got out of there being a good man.
Yes.
People who
Nice.
argue on whether or not that's the truth. I'm trying, but that's where
Hmm.
focus was, because you could start off being a good human being, but your environment, the circumstances can change that. In order for you to
Yes.
survive that, you might have to change your morals, your compass. And so she wanted
Yeah.
to and still be a good human being after I survived it.
That's beautiful. And that brings me right to this, because as I was listening to when BU had his questions and your answers, and gave deep thought when you got to the point when he asked about regrets, and I listened to your answer. Then as you kept engaging, I'm hearing other variables. I That's like the tough cookie to that we have to chew. I could have did this earlier, what I'm doing now. I regret that I didn't. But there's things that sometimes I think about it that we have to be prepared for, to do that thing that's in us to do.
That's right.
You had the stage fright. You saw eyes and you were bugging out. you know, maybe the younger you, Mr. said, well, good. I'm glad you stuck with it. Maybe the younger you would have been like, man, I ain't doing this again. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
And then the element with your mom telling you to be a good man, that takes a lot of substance to pour into a mother, into her son.
right.
And definitely depending on the region you live and you're coming from, to be able to gain that substance and stay with it.
Yeah.
Most of us, when we're young, many of us have gained it, but once we were on our own, we threw it away. We're on our way and then bump our heads too many times. So with that being said, it's like, man, are you sure you should have a regret on that? Or is it possible to rethink it and give yourself some grace? Just say, I'm just right where I'm supposed to be at the right time. And
So
it took this to get there.
yeah, we can compromise on this answer. On the
Hmm.
one part of it of the equation, you are absolutely correct. we go after things that we think that we're prepared for, but God has a different plan. We all the time we think we're ready to chase after this, we're ready to acquire this,
Yes, sir.
achieve this, just because at a certain age I thought I have this. I thought I'd be here by the time. All my friends are doing this, so I'm ready. God determines what you're ready. God determines what you're prepared to receive. But you gotta. I don't know anybody who just figured that out.
No.
I think I'm ready, but not now. You gotta go through it and find out. You gotta be slapped with life a little bit.
Yes, sir.
So yes, there's a portion of it where I absolutely believe, like you said, the stage fright, it didn't conquer me. I had already decided I'm gonna come back. But you're absolutely. If I was in my teens, if I was younger, I'd been like, man, deuces. I'm out of here. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you on that. On there's another side of it where taking risks sometimes is also ground. It also evolves you. It also matures you. So I've done it my growth by procrastinating too much. So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right.
It all added up here. The good and the bad has made me who I am and the man I'm trying to be. So it all ends up at the same spot. But if I could have learned the stuff that I learned now, then I could have had more, time to be okay with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yes, I do. Okay. Yeah. It's an interesting curve, right? Either way, we stay thankful, or we just say thank you, amen, and keep it.
Because you got to be alive to experience any of that.
Exactly. Hey, there you go.
Hello.
There you go.
All my regrets, at least I'm alive to regret.
Yes, sir.
I can't be mad about that.
Hey, let the church say amen.
Amen.
Yeah. I love it. So I want to also piggyback off of you, say of a certain, how do you phrase it, of a certain time or era?
A certain age. Y'all can use this.
Age. Yeah, I call it I'm a seasoned woman. That's what they know that. Or one lady I would say she's a seasoned woman. That's right. So I'm with one of my seasoned counterparts here. I did a little look at your Instagram page and focusing on Be Divine Collective. And I read on that. I love the write-up on it and what it's about. I like to share it. I'll read it for us in the audience. If I can find it. Okay. It's here we go. Wait a minute. If I don't, then you'll have a world that has become, here we go. Be Defined Collective, in a world, that has become so isolated from each other, disconnected from the beauty of honoring the sacred dance between feminine and masculine energy. Be Divine, soul to soul, was created to bridge that gap, to meet each other deeper than what we do, but for who we truly are. I love that. Tell us about that.
Well, this beautiful experience, this was created by Annika Garfield and myself, along with Wildflower, JoJo, Dr. Jamila Selesi, sorry for Solomon. We formed a group where we had an experience where we went over different mantras, and like you said, we went over the male-female dynamic. Selesi had this breakout where we had an exercise where we discovered ourselves. Selesi, who was an incredible poet in his own right, what he did is he gave us this small mirror. He said, it was a canvas, and on that canvas was a mirror. So he said, look in the mirror for 30 seconds and write on the canvas what you see. And it was that kind of experience where we discovered ourselves, and we also partnered up with different individuals, and we looked in their eyes and we told them what we see when we look at them.
Nice.
And that turned out to be very emotional. A lot of, I don't cry because people from Compton don't cry, but everybody else.
Yeah, right.
So it really, myself and an incredible poet by the name of Wildflower, we did a poem called Mila, where what it was a man talking to a woman. He's trying to pick up the woman, but in the conversation was poetry, and in the conversation about us, the melanated tribe. We talked about talked about love. We talked about the expectations of a man and a woman. Dr. Jamila talked about how to discover yourself, how to aspire. It was an incredible experience. People, I'm grateful for part of it.
Yeah. Was that your first experience with that, or you? And okay, yeah, it sounds really awesome, and it's something that we need to hear more of, know more of,
Yeah,
and experience it. Yeah, because we're so far out of touch one to another in relation day to day. Most people think what you immediately see is what it is.
absolutely. Yeah, we were talking beforehand about how it's such a standard argument, men versus this woman. It's been going on since I was a child, and so what we just experience, as we were just talking about, just preparing, is that the truth is we need each other in whatever capacity, not even romantically, however, on whatever level that we each other on, we need each other. So
Yes.
that argument has been a stale argument to me, because human beings have flaws, regardless of gender. Again, I think God created the differences so we can learn from the differences and improve ourselves that way. So yeah, we need each other, and that's part of what the focus was in this experience.
Yes, I agree with you, because I find that very important in my life now. I'm a single woman, but I still need the relation or conversation or something tangible with a man. So, like, I'm a community woman, so I go out and my male neighbors, and this is all I ask them: don't start liking me, because that's not what it's about. Like, really intimately. But do you find on that? Do y'all talk about that? Because that's a hard thing for a woman and myself. They all of a sudden, most men think, oh, she must like me. Dude, I like you as a person, not any further than that. Do y'all experience that in this B collective?
Yeah, so we talk about a lot of issues around the experience before and after. We talk that we have, and we bring up topics, and we've talked about that. Yeah, I tell the ladies in my life, I can understand to a point, but I'm not a lady, so I can understand, because I try to be sympathetic. I have sisters, I have cousins, I have daughters. So I ask questions about it, and it's almost like you gotta, like I said, you gotta sign a waiver. We could be friends, but sign here. This, you legally. I'm just asking for your help with something. Yeah, we talk about that. What some ladies need, because the need is not universal. It's person dependent. It's based on the individual. We talk about some ladies need and what some men need to give, and we talk about what some men need and what some ladies need to give. Sometimes it's just a matter of giving respect. So yeah, we've discussed it. Continue to discuss it. It's a good conversation.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. I would hope that Mr. gets you back so we can dive into that. But so, are you're a family man?
I am.
How many children do you have?
4 children: Jamila, Zakori, Jariel, and Elijah.
Okay, and have you seen any artistic spark of any form of art in them, or following behind their grandmother and then you, their father?
The girls can really draw. They can paint and draw. They're very, very artistic. I can actually. So I just love to see them go. And the boys can do stuff too.
Nice, nice, nice. My last question here, because you're from Compton. Were you able to escape the gangs?
Yeah, so I grew up not just with a single Black mom, but Muslim also. And the gang I was worried about was named Carolyn Jean. That was the gang that I didn't want to find me. I had no choice but to read. I had no choice to school. I had no choice but to stay away from trouble. If I had to fight, then I had to fight. My mom would rather me fight than have somebody beat me down and me not defend myself. When it
Yeah,
came
of
to
course.
gangs, it was prevalent. It's a great question because it was prevalent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
existed in here with us. She could, and my cousin, they both grew up in Compton, so they can agree with what I'm saying. So it was prevalent. I wasn't really. It wasn't a well. Maybe Akbar get into the gangs. Maybe no. Akbar's not getting in the gang.
Yeah.
I love that. Love that.
Very good. It's a pleasure talking with you here, Akbar. Thank you.
Well, you as well. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pass it on to you, mister.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, bro, before we go through all these questions, man, let's get the people what they came to see, man. You got a poem or something you want to share with the gang?
Poem, poetry, spoken word. Um, yes, yes, brother. And again, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Yes, man. Yeah.
We need more of this. Um,
Yes, sir.
so again, my name is Akbar. I go by son. This piece I'm going to read is called "I Miss." I miss that past. I miss that unhealthy thing, that delinquent that causes you to question who you were and why you were before, that supernova that your universe is not prepared to deal with. I miss that passion. I miss the touch that becomes like a crutch because you crave it so much. I miss that. I miss the eternity of your wanting, the distinction of your shape, the pretty things that God gave women. I miss the line behind your knee, being trapped by your leg in the morning, your big old leg, the shudder and the sound of your breath, the baby hair on the back of your neck, and being trapped by your leg in the morning, your big old leg. I miss that passion. I miss chili Fritos and now laters, sherbet push-ups, spring-filled black cherry cream and fruit punch sodas, kickball, mother may I freeze tag. I miss those things from then. And now I miss that passion. I miss that heat right here. That ageless temperature that does the quick step in the foxtrot with my heart, plays reggaeton and zydeco with my heart. That furnace-like sensation that rivals the sun in its intensity. I don't brag to my boys about what I miss. I don't like to waste too much time fantasizing about lost, sweaty things, but I assume that passion would be where being in love is, where wedlock is, and that even when I get much grayer, passion would still exist. Why get grayer without it? I miss that. I miss bliss from the promise of kisses and considerate wishes, whispers that are like curvy perfumed hisses from misses, opening my eyes and seeing love. Is that what this is? Well, I miss that. I miss that passion. I miss that black love. You, me, and the incense too. That powerful caress that can quietly express that she has faith in you. That hand pressed on your chest that suggests that you don't have to be anybody other than you. The private confesses when you agree that life is at its best. I have no stresses when I'm being passionate with you. You taste like Aunt Jemima. I miss that passion. I miss the casual confirmations of my manliness. I miss not sleeping alone. I miss someone not wanting me to sleep alone. I miss the ways a woman can make sure you don't sleep alone. I miss the come back to bed request that lets me know that I have a bed to come back to wherein I don't have to sleep alone. I miss the way the bed seems sad when you leave for a trip and then you come back home in the bed and I missed you, but I don't quite say it because I'm a man and we don't do that. But the truth is that you make home home. You are the nucleus. You are the candy house and you're home now, and neither of us has to sleep alone. Don't you miss that? I do. I miss that passion. I miss your instructions, your customer service, the nervousness in the pit of my everything, the way my 2020 vision goes dark whenever the focus is on the steam from your lips or the 3 a.m. hug in your eyes. I miss the time that we lost. The late night opportunities we let slip away, the stomach drop. I miss all the things that let us know we are alive. I miss not getting enough sleep and being a little late to the job. I miss hearing, give me a minute. And I miss the trust that was in it. I miss the entire messaging procedure. Receive it, read it, smile about it. She's so crazy. Write a response, send it. The really aggressive hints. I even miss you stealing my shirt. And I don't know if this makes any sense, but to be clear, I don't just miss your body. I miss your entire body of work. All the random moments of passion that made us real. I wish what we could have been. I miss how it all used to feel. Holding hands with you was such a major achievement for me. You have one tattoo. I miss it. You have a birthmark. And I miss it. You have a toxin-inducing stop time kiss to the neck that you give to get out of trouble when you know you did something wrong. I wish I didn't, but I miss it. Never thought I'd miss the tease, but I do. the passion was down in my tendons, intertwined with the calcium in my knees, helped boil the ingredients in my DNA to more passionate degrees, and helped me to be a better me for you. I miss. Thank you.
Oh man. Man, I knew you was gonna give me something, but I didn't know you was gonna give me something that good.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Thank you for blessing the podcast, man. Hey, look, man, let's just jump right in it. My boy said, look, man, you taste like Auntie Jemima. He said, you make home. He said, I miss your whole body of work. Listen, there's so much lines in there, I couldn't write them all down. Yeah, man, I love it. I love it.
She's so crazy. You so crazy.
Yes. Hey, look, he said your birthmark. I miss it. You feel me? Like, yes, bro. Yes, man. Hey, look, you got Desiree.
The end,
she
the
said,
way you did it
woo,
was lovely.
Excellent. Yes.
It cliff hung me,
Thank you.
didn't cliff hang me empty.
Thank you.
Because how you relayed it, I absorbed. That's how much you miss. You see, because you looked right.
Man, listen.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
It's dynamic.
Listen,
hey, I ain't gonna lie.
If she don't know you miss her, she blind.
Yeah. I was about to say, I ain't gonna lie, you got me missing somebody I don't even miss. What? I don't even miss her.
Careful who you miss. Right.
Hey, be careful who you miss.
Be careful. I love it. I love
it.
Yeah.
My big sis, Desiree, I love you. Thank you.
Yes, man. Shouts out to all the viewers, man. We appreciate it. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend that Art for Change is in. All right, but back to my guy right here, man. Hey, look, what is your writing process? Let the people know. What is your routine? You got a certain ritual you'd like to do?
Yeah, it's not just one way, brother. It's different ways. So I might hear a phrase. I might hear something in a song. I might see an image. And lately, I've been having concepts. Like I had mentioned to you, a poem, which is that's more concept piece that I transformed into a poem where it's just a man and a woman talking, and I had never done that, so I want to do that. So it's different ways. Sometimes I'll hear. I went and saw August Wilson play. I think it was Fences. I saw Fences with my son Elijah and my father. We saw the play, and it's set. I don't remember if it's the 20s. I think it might be the 20s or the 40s. But the lead character, he says to somebody, "I've been studying you," and they used to say that. We don't say that anymore. So I wrote a poem where I put that in there. So I hear things, and I just try to. Sometimes I have an idea, and I'll build a poem around it. So yeah, that what I just read was based on a disagreement. I want to say the disagreement that I had, but it's really a disagreement that somebody had with me. I was playing it cool, but from that sparked that piece, influenced that piece. Yeah.
Okay. I love it. You mentioned that you use your pen for like uplifting, you know what I mean, and encouragement. What message would you like to leave with your audience with your work?
Yeah, to keep going is the main message. Regardless of where you're from, regardless of whatever your financial situation is, life is designed in such a way that there's good and bad. It's a matter of how long we're going to be in the good and how long we're going to be in the bad. And sometimes when you're in the bad, you can't see the light beyond it. You can't see. Yeah. You think that it's hopeless. You think you're going to be in there forever. There is no other better part of life. There is no positivity. I'm in this until I die. So I want to write stuff that gets people to keep going until you get out of it. Keep going until you get to the other side. And more than that, you're worthy of that. See, we're always taught to go after happiness, go after your dreams. But some of us don't know that we're worthy of achieving those things.
I love that you say that.
Worthy of chasing it, but you're worthy of holding it too. It's not just something for society or for looks. We're all worthy of that kind of happiness. So that's what I'm to deliver.
Listen, and I love that you said it. BU has a shirt that says you're worthy. So you know what I'm saying? I like that you say that.
You are enough.
You are enough. Thank you. We have a question that we ask every guest that come on the podcast. When you hear the phrase "art for change," what does that resonate with you? How does that resonate with you?
So, to me, art is expression. Several different forms of expression, and so that translates into expressing yourself to change the world. That's what I'm hearing. Whether it's through singing, whether it's through poetry or writing, whether it's being a playwright, being an activist, whatever it is, you express yourself through that. Because sometimes it's easier to just paint something. Sometimes it's easier to just draw an orange because I don't know how to get the words out. So here's a tree.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
sometimes it's easier to write a poem.
Mhm.
It is I'm mad or happy, or sad about. So that to me translates into expressing yourself in a way to change the world, to make ourselves, the people in your vicinity, and
Yes.
society better.
Look at that. I love it. I love it. I have not got a wrong answer yet, or because there's no wrong answer. It's everybody's perspective, right? But I haven't got an answer that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, juicy. So I love it. I love it, bro. Can you share a story about a moment that you realized the power of words and how it can impact someone's life?
So not that long ago, I was at a book release, and I was asked to perform as part of it. And where I had to drive to, it's about 2 hours away. And sometimes that's draining, just driving that 2 hours. Sometimes I think I'm good, and then my body's like, "Yeah, you probably should have ate something, dog. You probably should have, you probably should have got a chalupa or something." So when I got up and performed, I didn't have the energy that I had when I started the drive. So I worked it out, but I didn't express it. It as my friend Genesis says, it didn't move through me the way I intended. So I'm thinking in my head, how can I do it better next time? And I got a message from someone who was there who said I was going through a tough time, and what you did, it helped me. It helped me get through it.
Look at that.
And I
Look
was
at
like,
that.
let
You
me.
heard it here first.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
said it.
I don't know. He knows. So let me just be quiet and do what I'm told.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? There you go, feeling like, you didn't give enough energy, and the whole time it was just what someone needed. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's a beautiful thing. I love that, bro. You
Thanks.
got any books, any upcoming events? What you got going on in down your pipeline, bro?
Yes, sir. So I saw that when I started out off, I was on a online poetry thing, and it was hosted at that time by Zoha Sage. Well, Zoha's given the hosting duties over to me while she runs the background stuff. So she's my partner now on that adventure, and we're having our next show on June 19th to celebrate Juneteenth. Not just to celebrate each other also, but it's a free. Uh, we usually go an hour spoken word online open mic, but I think we'll probably go over an hour, but it's free. So it's from 4 to 5 Pacific Standard Time. We have a
Yes,
great
sir.
time. Y'all, crew, everybody on.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
We have a great time. It's all positive. Zoha won't let it be anything but positive. So we encourage each other. You can Eventbrite, or if you up on Instagram, there's AsiyahsSon, AsiyahsSon. I will forward the link to you. Again, there's some people out here. What? Assie House. What do you say? AsiyahsSon. YASSON. So hit me up and you link to.
There you go. There you go. My man said hit him directly, man, and he give you right to that. It's a live event. It's streaming live on social media. You got time to be there, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fun question. If you could host a dinner party with 3 fictional characters from literature, who would you invite and what would y'all discuss?
Well, the first one is kind of embarrassing, but it's Snoopy. It's Snoopy. I'm gonna admit to it.
Snoopy. Okay.
I love those Peanuts books.
Yeah.
I thought Snoopy was from the hood because he was different, and he didn't let that stop him. He didn't have the best house. He didn't let that stop him. He dreamed big.
Yeah, that's true.
And Woodstock, who looked a little different, and they were boys. They were
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he lived in his imagination. He didn't let anything get him down. So when I was a kid reading books, that's one of the Peanuts books are the books that I would read. So Snoop invited to the barbecue. I would say also, I don't know if y'all are Marvel fans, but T'Challa, Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Hey, Wakanda forever.
I'd love to
Yeah.
have ribs with T'Challa. And I don't know the only person that came to mind. I don't think this is literary, but I mentioned some August Wilson plays. August Wilson has a play called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I would love to have dinner with Ma Rainey. If y'all haven't checked that out,
Yeah.
Character, and I would love to just hang around
and check them out.
Just hang out with Ma.
I love that. I love that. You can make me go check that play out too, man. Yeah,
You should.
Yeah, education is elevation, baby. I love it. I love it.
Dude, bars.
What is the most surprising thing that you learned about yourself in your writing, especially with like your latest pieces?
I don't know that I can get too vulnerable, and I thought it would be too difficult. I'm not saying it's easy all the time,
right?
But I can get through it. It doesn't stop me. You know, it's usually the people, the audiences that I interact with, they want real. They could tell if it's not real. They could tell if you're not putting on. So you're vulnerable, you're real. And I was afraid in the beginning.
Yeah.
Be real, to be as vulnerable. And you know where I come from, when I think you come from, you're not supposed to be vulnerable. You're not supposed to
right.
You know, you are categorized a certain way when you do that. So
yes, sir.
This, and now I'm trying to write different kinds of things. And as I get more vulnerable, I've learned that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. That's my truth. That's my story. I should tell.
Say so. I love it, brother. I love it. What type of advice would you give to aspiring artists, man, trying to get there where my boy is right now?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So your poetry is your poetry. Do you? Don't try somebody else. Don't try to have the same voice as somebody else. Be who you are and know that has value.
Yes.
I've been. It's so funny. I've been so blessed. Great poets. Genesis, Herm, Queen Kwani, Juliana Scott. On and on and on. My Joy. On and on and on. Tanyetta Mobetta. And you find out that these are just people. We all have insecurities. We all have times when we're like, I don't know if that translates. So what I've learned talking to them and others is when you're doing something, there's a reason for it. Why did God give us this pen for us not to write down?
Hallelujah.
You know, I would tell everybody, write down yourself. Don't try to write down somebody else. And the value of you have to write.
Yes.
There you go. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
My last question, then I pass around to see if everybody else got something to say to you before we slide you up out of here, man. I do appreciate you coming through, bro. We got an hour of your time, bro. But if you could collaborate with any artist on a piece, what artist would it be, dead or alive?
Ooh, that I don't know if I could do one.
Give me three.
Yeah. So from the music space, I was just talking to my boy Saul last night about Prince and Sade. I was saying that they wrote poems and just put music to it. That's, if you look at the lyrics, a lot of that stuff, Joy and Repetition by Prince, for example, is a poem. Kiss of Life, Cherish the Day by Sade, those are poems.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got some incredible music in the background. I happen to have a thing for Sade. You know, her real name is Helen. So there's
I love that. I didn't know her real name was Helen. Look, I'm learning something.
So those two to start. I'm a big fan of what they do and how they make us feel.
Yes.
And other than that, I'm a fan of a poet named Talam AC. I'm a fan of Queen Kwani. I don't know if y'all have heard of her. I'm a fan of
Yes.
the aforementioned Genesis Ripley, Wildflower, Juliana Scott.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many, Carmen, Cold Piece. There's so many people that subject matter. So many people. Tommy Domino, PW, the Starry. I like to work with everybody. Everybody that I've met in my poetry community, they bring something. They bring a different color to the painting.
Yes, sir.
So I
I
learned
love how
something.
you put that too.
Thank you, sir. I learned something from each one of them. I love to work with any of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Y'all hear my guy? What you got from BU, Lady Ava? I got some more questions for him before we get him up out of here.
Yeah, I got something for you. Hey, you from Compton? You from Compton, right? Hey, I see you. You got the Compton clothing on.
He has the Compton look, right? I noticed it too, BU. Like,
yeah,
he got the back in the day Compton look.
Hey, so
he
we're
got
here
the
now.
colors.
So we're here now. So I was just watching the interview. You know they're gonna drop another Friday. Do you know that?
I heard that.
How you feel about that?
Listen, I'm not sure. Yeah, because this is an old Friday now. This is a this is Friday with a H on the end of it instead of a Y. Friday. I don't know. I support what Ice Cube does. So I'm here talking to y'all instead of making a movie. So I can't hate too much, and I'm honored to talk to y'all. But I'm not about to be in the next Friday or the Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not hating, but Ice Cube is of a certain age. So, like as we discussed earlier, so I'm not sure what kind of issues we can get into nowadays. I'll watch it. I'll support it.
Right.
We're gonna make it. Let's let this one be the last one, and then we can talk about Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, but shouts out to Kerm. How did you meet Kerm?
Yeah, that's my dog. Everybody out there needs to buy his book. By the way, Heal Our Heroes. I went to a in LA at Sim's Library, hosted by Cold, and Kerm was featured that night. So I heard him. I was like, "Who's this dude?" And then I got up, and he was in the front row with his mom, and I could see him out of the corner of my eye. If y'all watch basketball, you know when somebody gets dunked on, we go like, "Oh," we go like that. You know when somebody makes that play. I saw him out of the corner of my eye as I was on the mic, going like that, like, reacting to me, and I was like, "Okay, this brother's cool." So we just been brothers ever since then. That's my family. That's my dog. He's a good dude.
That's what I like. Hey, shouts out to Kerm. Get his
Shouts
book.
out to
Hey,
Kerm.
we got his book. Hey, we got his book right here. Yeah, shouts out to Kerm. We out here.
Yes.
We got his book.
Yes, good dude.
Yeah. Amazing dude. He's even better in person. When you meet him in person, he's like so excited. He's like over the top.
Yes.
We did 2 shows together past month or so. So
that's awesome.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Okay.
Lady Ava, you got something? You got something for? You on mute, Lady Ava.
Me.
You on mute. Yeah, you off mute now. Go ahead.
Okay. You have inspired me. You're an inspiration. I love to hear that and see that. I love to feel that energy. Yeah. I hear that you're very grounded and rooted. So in what you're giving and what you're doing. So it's really so authentic of what an artist, any artist, whatever of age you are, should be doing. But sometimes it takes the journey to get there. And you are giving it. And I hope more see it that way, the way I'm articulating it, and grab it and learn from it. It's a beautiful thing. I want to give another piece, which will miss if you don't mind. So it'll be when he goes around, our last thing good to say, because I'm here with you now. I want to give it. Just got inspired. A voice preserved, because you said you're quiet, and then Chocolate Bug said he still is. So sometimes we can be quiet. Sometimes we can be too much talk or loud, but use it the wrong way at the wrong times. So for you, AsiyahsSon,
Sure.
a voice preserved is a voice reserved for a meeting to enter the gates. Lady Alva.
All right, all right.
That's it.
So what she's saying, Akbar, is that we go around the room and then we do like a word of affirmation before we close out, bro. So you have a word of affirmation for the people.
Yeah, go after life. Don't let life go after you.
Go after life. Don't let life go after you. Very simple. Be you, man. What you got for the people before we close up out of here, man?
Hey, what Jay-Z say? Hey, what you eat don't make me shit. You heard it here first. For a second, Jay-Z said it first.
Well, that be you is always going to be himself. I love it. But nah, for real, man. Listen to what's been said, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for rocking with us. We thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend. Our chain is in. We always have wonderful guests like my guy on tonight. So you never know who we're going to have and what we're going to discuss. Always was a pleasure to have you, my brother. So, baby, if you don't know, and if you is going to do it, and if you are going to do it, and you better do it, you better art for change, gang. And we out of here, baby.
Yes. Peace.
Yes. Hold tight, bro. We can keep you backstage for a second.
Yep.
Great interview, cousin. That's what your cousin said.
I love you too, cousin. That's my cousin too now.
We all family.
Cousin.